Hello beautiful people of the world, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clair Summer and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today. And today this reading is for everybody who is missing somebody. So it could be that you have been in a breakup, it could be that you're in separation or in no contact, but if you're really missing somebody and feeling that energy, then I'm just going to do a very broad reading to see what messages Spirit has for you in your situation, okay? So we're going to take a look at the cards today and see what energies we have surrounding your situation. All right, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you discover this reading, just know that there may be a message here for you, but remember it's just a general reading, so if you find that it doesn't resonate, then please just feel peaceful and find the message that does resonate with you in your situation. A quick shout out to all my Lumies, my amazing subscribers out there in the world. This community is just growing and growing, and I just love how you all support each other, and what a nice, beautiful group of people you are. So thank you so much for being part of this community and helping this channel to grow. And also thank you to everybody who has made offerings through the energetic exchange. I really want to take this channel to two videos a week, so you know I'm getting close to that now. So but yes, thank you to everyone who has donated. I am sending you all a big hug. Okay, let's take a look then. So all the timestamps for this pick a card reading are in the description box as usual. This is group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. I just ask that you use your intuition to guide you to pick one of the 4 groups here. So just take a deep breath, drop down into your body. You can do this, so just trust yourself, feel calm and choose from your intuition one of the 4 groups, okay? While you do that, while you make your decision, I will just let you know that I have a collection of beautiful guided meditations and affirmations that I've created to help you raise your vibration and attract love, romance, prosperity and money into your life. And I'm getting really, really good feedback from those. People have been emailing me to tell me such wonderful things, that they've been getting amazing breakthroughs and really making good progress in their lives, which is so lovely to hear. Okay, right, so this is group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4, and let's get started with the reading. So this is a reading for everybody who picked group number 1. So I'm going to take a look at the cards, take a look at the energies and see what we have here for you. So we have the card Fun. We have 10 of Pentacles from the Tarot. We have the Sun from the Tarot. The Emperor from the Tarot. The Fool. The Golden Path from the Universal Love Oracle deck. The card Boundaries from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We have, this is from the Moonology deck, A Fiery Climax Approaches. We have Look to Your Inner Strength from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And we have the card Truth from the Soul Offering Oracle deck, which is one of my favorite decks here. Okay, this is really interesting. We've got really interesting energies. There's a lot of fire sign energy indicated here. We have Aries energy, and Leo's energy is also indicated in this reading. So you may be dealing with a fire sign or somebody who has these star signs in their chart, okay, represented for them. Okay, I see that you had a lot of high hopes for this connection, that you really believed that this was going to be something that was long lasting and that was going to take you into the future, was going to be a very significant relationship for you. And I feel that things since that time have soured and have gone a bit wrong. I sense a great disappointment about this situation. Okay, I feel that a lot of the fun went out of the connection. I believe that in the beginning there was, there was a lot of laughs, a lot of good times, a lot of fun, quite light-hearted, and that some of that fun has come out of the connection. And I can also sense that there's been like a lot of arguments and disagreements, and you're just sort of prior to you not being with this person, or this person not being in your life, or you're not having a friendship with this person at this time, there was some sort of disagreement, or you just stopped seeing eye to eye, you stopped understanding each other, But yeah, I do see that there was some sort of argument or something like that, rather than a sort of drifting apart. I see something quite specific here. I also see someone in this connection was very controlling. Okay, I sense that somebody was trying to, I can feel this kind of energy of being hemmed in. So I'm sensing that maybe somebody in this connection was trying to control the other person and kind of box them in. I'm sensing that maybe somebody in this connection was trying to control the outcome of what was happening, and also just really, I think in some instances there may have been this energy of kind of being made to walk the tightrope of approval, you know, like you have to look a certain way or be a certain way or act this way in order for this relationship to work, or in order for me to love you, something like this. So I'm sensing there was quite a lot of constraints, and it felt, you know, this fun came out of it, and it got a bit tight and intense. I'm really hearing that word, intense, and that one person was quite a strong personality in this connection and was really kind of being a little bit overbearing and putting a lot of pressure. I'm sensing there was a lot of pressure on this connection as well. There may have been outside influences that were putting pressure on this connection, which has caused it to break down or dissolve in some way. I sense maybe somebody might have been interfering, who was quite authoritarian, or just maybe there were a lot of responsibilities which interfered with the amount of time and effort and energy that somebody in this connection was able to give to this relationship. Okay, so I definitely sense that is true for many of you in group 1 and in this connection now. Okay, so also, you know, we have this card boundaries, so I'm seeing this sort of push-pull energy of somebody trying to be really controlling and somebody kind of busting somebody else's boundaries, and that somebody's boundaries weren't strong enough. Okay, so maybe your boundaries weren't made of steel, they were kind of flexible and elastic, and that somebody was always pushing on those boundaries little by little, a bit at a time, to try and, I don't know, I don't want to say the word manipulate, but just kind of just that controlling energy, you know, which sort of changed the dynamic of the friendship or the connection that you were experiencing. So I do see that somebody in this connection really needs to just reflect on their boundaries and how they express their boundaries in a relationship and in this connection, or in any connection, okay? And about what it is that you are prepared to put up with. You know, just follow your bliss and stick with what feels good, because your boundaries are really just about your preferences. They're just like, you know, I prefer to do this on the weekends rather than that. I prefer that you drive to my house rather than I drive to your house, or whatever it is. So just, you know, be very clear. Listen to your body, because your body is always telling you what feels good to you. And when I'm sensing this from spirit, and this is very important, often we are afraid to express our boundaries because we feel that it will put the other person off, and that the other person won't be happy about it, and that it will push them away. But in actual fact, having these strong boundaries creates a beautiful framework for which we can, you know, create that relationship. Because the last thing we want to do in a relationship, in a healthy relationship, is hurt the other person. So having these boundaries means that you're saying to that person, this is what I'm happy with, this is what feels good to me, this is what's comfortable to me, and outside of this is no good, it's bad feeling and it makes me unhappy. And so that gives the other person in the connection this beautiful framework with which to work around, so that they're very clear about what makes you happy and what makes you unhappy. Okay, so I'm getting this as a message from spirit. This is something that you, maybe some of you, need to reflect on. You know, and the beautiful thing about creating this framework and these boundaries is that it creates safety. It creates safety for both of you. You feel safe because you can trust yourself to look after yourself by implementing these boundaries, and the other person in the connection feels safe because they know that they will never hurt you, because you know your own heart and your own mind. So both people feel safe, and I feel that's very important. I feel that's a very important message in this connection. We have this card, look to your inner strength. So I think this inner strength is really about, you know, you are stronger than you think you are. I know that this is painful right now. This is very similar to the strength card in the tarot. So, you know, do get in touch with that inner strength. It is there. You do have that power, and maybe that strength is tied up with reassessing what your boundaries are. So I see that as well. We've got 3 major arcana cards here: the Emperor, the Fool, and the Sun, which I think is really interesting. And we have a lot of positive energy here as well. So I see a time of illumination coming, because we have the Sun and we have this card Truth from the Soul Offering Oracle deck. So I see the truth coming out in this situation. I sense that there's more to this situation than you know at this time, and it may just be crossed wires, or just maybe you haven't been communicating at that deep level that you need to in order to fully understand one another in this situation. So I see things becoming illuminated for you. I see communication coming in, and I see better communication, which is going to lead to, out of all these arguments and misunderstandings and discord that you're having with this person, into illumination where you can go, and your message really gets across to your person, and in turn they really understand you. So there's going to be this great illumination, which I feel is going to put you on the right track. We have this card Golden Path, and this truth that is coming out is going to be the key to putting you back on track with this person and putting you back on the right path. Okay, so we have a new beginning, which is represented here in the Fool energy. So I see you being able to make a fresh new start with this person, and I see positive energy coming in and an energetic transformation for you. But it starts with you. It starts with an energetic shift within you and your boundaries. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. I hope this is resonating with you, because I see a lot of happiness for the future. I see fun coming back into this connection. I think if you've forgotten what fun love can feel like, that light-hearted love, I see that coming back to you, and I see long-term potential with this connection, with this person who you're missing. So I'm not sensing from these cards that it is over. I just feel that there's been a breakdown in communication, where you're really not on the same page or even in the same book, and you just need to come together with illumination and with clarity to understand each other better, because I see a lot of fresh energy coming in as a result of that. And I see long-term potential with this Ten of Pentacles energy, where your wishes can be fulfilled, where there is it is worth putting more energy into this connection. The Sun card is really about energy as well, and being fired up and being passionate. So I still see passion in this connection, and I see it well worth being given a second chance as well. If you get that opportunity, I see an opportunity coming, and just forgiveness with this card. I'm hearing the word forgiveness, and just being able to put this episode behind you both, and understand each other better, and have a sunny, brighter future for you. Okay, but it all starts with this energetic shift within you. When you understand yourself better, then it opens the way to that person coming back into your life, to better communication, and then a better bond between you both. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. That's everything that I have for you today in this reading. It has been my honor to read your cards for you today. I've really enjoyed this reading. It's been very interesting. There are very interesting energies here for you in this connection. Please let me know what's going on with you down in the comments. I love to connect with you in the comments and hear what is going on with you in your lives. And yes, please, if you feel called to, check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and attract love and prosperity into your life, so that you can start to really shift your energetic blocks and feel better, because I've been getting such great results. People have been telling me they've been getting amazing results with these meditations, and that it's making a difference to their lives, which is lovely to hear. All right, but thank you for spending time with me. It's been wonderful, and have an amazing week. So take care. Goodbye now. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 2. So I'm going to take a look at the energy surrounding your situation and this person you're missing, and we're going to see what messages we have from Spirit for you today, okay? So first of all, we have the card Conclusions Are in Reach, this beautiful card from the Moonology deck, which I love. I love that deck so much, I work with it all the time. We have the card Storytelling. We have Page of Swords from the Tarot. We have the Lovers card from the Tarot. We have the Queen of Swords from the Tarot. We have this beautiful card Guardian from the Universal Love Oracle deck with this beautiful imagery on it. We have the Queen of Swords again. Yeah, again from the Tarot. So that's a strong message for you there. And we have the card Spiritual Connection, which I love, from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And we have this beautiful card Relationship, if that will focus. There we go, from the Soul Offering Oracle deck. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at these energies for you now. So this is very interesting. So I can see very clearly that this is a very deep connection that you have with your person, because we have this Lovers card and we also have this card Spiritual Connection. So this person you're missing, I can see from this that this is a very significant relationship. This says a relationship has connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So I believe that you and the person who you're thinking about have met many times in many different lifetimes, okay, and that you're really part of each other's soul's journey towards enlightenment. Okay, so I see that here, and I see that with the Lovers card. So what we're talking about is definitely a soulmate, or even we could be talking about a twin flame connection. So I can really sense the depth of this connection and why this is so painful for you with missing this person at this time, and you know, when they're not in your life. But I do sense that you always have an energetic connection to this person throughout all time and space. Okay, so you will be able to connect with this person energetically and psychically through your third eye chakra. So if there's anything that you want to communicate to your person who you're missing at this time, you can do so using your third eye chakra connection when you have these deep connections with somebody. So if you're in a meditative space, and then you can just use your third eye to connect with their third eye chakra, and really just ask permission to be able to talk to them in this way, and then express using words of love how you feel to them, and they will be able to pick up on that resonance and on that message. And remember to close out when you're finished. You can imagine a beautiful cord of silvery light connecting you both during this time. So that may be something that is beneficial for you and helps to give you some comfort at this time, that you know, if you're missing that person, you can still connect with them anytime you want to in that way. Just remember to ask for permission from the person you're connecting with first, so that you're able to give that message to them, and you'll get a little sort of affirmation, a little sense that it's okay to talk to them in that way. Okay, so I see this beautiful deep connection. I see you mirroring each other as well, so it may be that you mirror each other's shadow selves in this connection. And that may cause, so in one respect, it means that you have a lot in common, you get on very well, and that you connect very deeply. And in another aspect, it means that you may also you know, reflect each other's shadow selves, which we all have, and maybe find each other a little bit triggering on some issues and in some circumstances, and that's often what we get with these deep connections. I definitely sense that this person is keeping an eye on you. I sense that they are looking out for you. They may be sort of spying on you, checking you out on social media. They're definitely still following you on social media, and you know, watching what's going on with your life. You're definitely still, they're very interested in you, what you're doing, who you're hanging out with. Okay, so I definitely see that happening for you. They are still, you know, connecting with you in that way. Okay, we have this card Storytelling as well. So what I'm sensing from this is that you've created, or somebody in this connection has created, a narrative in their minds, and what I'm sensing is that it isn't necessarily true. Somebody has created a version of events, shall we say, or they're seeing things in a particular way. Maybe they've made a mountain out of a molehill. Maybe somebody's got the wrong end of the stick and they're getting confused. But somebody is seeing something in a way, and I'm sensing here that it isn't the full picture. It isn't the truth of the situation. Okay, something's been embellished or misunderstood or has been skewed in their view of how they're seeing the situation and how they're seeing things. And I'm sensing that from this storytelling card, okay? We need to talk about this Queen of Swords energy, because obviously we have the Queen of Swords represented twice here. This is from the Fountain Tarot, which I love using. The imagery is so beautiful. So somebody in this connection is feeling, well, I'm getting the word icy. So somebody has been so hurt that they are really, really shut down. I sense that some quite harsh words were spoken, or somebody has just felt so triggered, so hurt, that they have really just slammed the door, you know, pulled down the drawbridge, just shut the whole thing down and retreated very far. And, you know, they're not prepared to speak from a place of love, vulnerability and openness. Their heart space, the heart chakra, is completely shut down, closed off. And somebody in this connection is not open to the other person. They're completely closed off to you know, any ideas of communicating or reconciliation or anything like this. So I sense there's quite a fierceness. You know, the Queen of Swords is, you know, she's a badass. She's not taking any shit, and it's good, you know, to assert boundaries. I think that is really, really lovely. The Queen of Swords can indicate asserting boundaries, but I think because of the strength of this energy with it represented here twice, I see that maybe somebody's just cut somebody else out. Maybe you've got no contact. Maybe you've said, somebody said, I've had enough, and they're really shut down to this connection and become quite icy and withdrawn and cold to this connection and this relationship. Okay, so I want you to know at this time, you know, with this card Guardian and this beautiful imagery here, that you are being protected by your angels and guides. They are looking out for you. You know, this is a spiritual connection that you have with this person, so you are supported. So just remember that, tune into that energy, tune into that supportive energy and that universal love which is available to you now, because that's going to help with the pain that you feel, and it's going to help to thaw out any sort of iciness or closed offness that you have in this connection at this time. You know, this is a significant relationship. We have the relationship card here. I still see that there is hope here, and that you know, there is potential for this relationship in the future. I'll read this beautiful card to you. It says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. Okay? I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Okay, so, you know, I'm sensing that this is the advice that Spirit is giving you for how someone is feeling or how this connection is right now. So we have this closed off, icy, cold, shut down energy. And, you know, we have this beautiful warmth of the pink and in this card of, you know, you are being invited to reconnect, you know, let your guard down. I'm hearing the words, let your guard down. You need to get in touch with universal love. You need to get back in touch with your own vulnerability. And, you know, let yourself be open to this person who is your divine counterpart, your spiritual connection, okay? Because I'm just hearing the words fear. You know, with these cards here, I'm seeing so much fear has got into this. Fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. There are a lot of noisy birds outside. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but it's a right racket. Sorry about that. They're just outside there, outside my window. So, you know, this shutdown space isn't, whoever's in this shutdown energy isn't helping, okay? So you can concentrate on your own heart chakra, your own heart space, and your own energetic love frequency, okay? So just do what it takes, do what you need to do on your path to just let this iciness melt and, you know, open your heart to love again. And then that is going to be the key to transforming this situation that you're in right now, where you're missing this person so much and you're separated from them. With the Page of Swords, I'm also just getting a message that somebody might have communicated in a way that wasn't particularly mature. Okay, there might have been a little bit of immaturity in the way that they expressed their needs or desires. So I'm definitely picking that up on that as well. It isn't how they truly felt, they just didn't express themselves very well in this situation. So I'm sensing that here as well. But I see clarity coming in with this Swords energy, okay? I see that you can bring the warmth of love and universal love into this connection, and I also see clarity coming for you very soon. So I'm hearing the words divine timing. So this is all going to unfold in divine timing. Just, you know, melt your heart space, let that love in. Divine timing will be at play. You'll get the clarity that you need to understand this connection much better, because we have this card, conclusions are in reach. So although it may feel very distant, it may feel even hopeless, I'm sensing that there is a solution here. Okay, this is a full moon card and it's an eclipse, so I'm seeing like a complete you know, I'm seeing a cycle of these events closing off, and an eclipse which indicates a transformation and a change in perception for both of you, which can lead you back to your union. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing at this time for this person that you're missing. That is everything that I have for you today in this reading. It's been a very interesting reading, very strong, specific energies for you here. I hope that reading was beneficial for you and that it has helped you in some way. Please connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. So yeah, do let me know, and I try to read most of my comments, so that's lovely. And if you feel called to and you feel the need, then do check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and shift your energetic frequency to attract more love and abundance into your life, because people have been writing to me every day, which is so lovely, telling me that they're getting really amazing results with these affirmations and meditations, which is so lovely to hear. Okay, but have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Goodbye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 3. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see if we have any messages from Spirit for you regarding this person that you're missing at this time, okay? So we have this beautiful card, Think with Your Heart. We have the card Soulmate from the Universal Love Oracle deck. We have 7 of Cups, this beautiful image, if you can see that, from the Fountain Tarot. One of my favourite tarot decks. We have 2 of Cups from the tarot. We have 8 of Swords from the tarot. We have 6 of Swords from the tarot. We have the card Mirror from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We have You and Your Loved Ones Are Safe from the Moonology deck. We have Ask for Help from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And we have the card Feelings from the Soul Offerings Oracle deck. Okay, so I can see from this is a very significant connection for you. Cancer's energy is represented here, along with, let's see, air signs and water signs, so it's covering quite a lot of bases here. So I see it's a significant connection with this soulmate card, that you're dealing with a soulmate, and also we have this 2 of Cups energy as well. Okay, so you are dealing with a soulmate, you are dealing with somebody who is very significant to you, and I can see that here, that you have this soul connection, and that you have been together through many lifetimes, and that you've got this spiritual connection, so that you're always connected to this person. Okay, so I do see that here. I see that your emotions are, I feel like you're really clouded by your emotions right now in this situation, that it's become very difficult, and you're feeling things very strongly. I feel like you're in a lot of emotional and mental confusion over this person, okay, that it's creating a lot of disharmony in yourself, in your being, okay, and that you're feeling a little bit imbalanced as a result of what's been happening in your life recently, okay? So I see that here. It says emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender to something until you deeply feel it, okay? So I feel like with the Seven of Cups energy, I'm feeling like your energy is very scattered. I feel like you don't know what to do next. I feel like you don't know what to think or feel or what to believe. I feel that your emotions are really oscillating between one thing and another. 1 minute you're angry, the next minute you're really sad, the next minute you're determined to move on, and then the next minute you feel like you can't live without them. So I'm feeling like there's this big soup, this big mess of swirling emotions inside you right now. It's quite turbulent. This is what I'm sensing. Okay, so I do feel that this isn't a time for you to decide what to do about this situation right now. The advice that I'm getting from Spirit is that you need to let things calm down and settle down. The energy needs to become more settled before you decide what to do next in this situation, whether or not you want to let go, or whether or not you want to try and reach out and pursue them, or whatever. You need to get, I'm hearing you need to get grounded, and you need to get centered, and I'm hearing very strongly that you need to, the advice is to regain your equilibrium in this situation before you decide anything about your future right now, okay? I feel like there's, there are a lot of different avenues and different opportunities for you here, and things need to be more settled. They need to settle down. So I sense there might have been quite a tumultuous or turbulent time before this separation happened, or something has triggered it to come up. So it feels in this way, okay? But Spirit wants you to know that you are safe at this time, okay? This is a new moon card, so new fresh energy is coming into this situation, and you're always safe, you're always divinely guided and protected by your angels and guides and by universal love. So, do take some solace, take some comfort in that. They are leading you on this journey, especially as this is a soul connection and a significant connection for you, okay? So we have this card Mirror from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. You see that? And so I see that there's something about this connection which has been very triggering for you, okay? Maybe it has triggered some fears in you, some fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, something like this. Or often maybe it's triggered something from a pattern I'm hearing from a past relationship. Or often I'm sensing that the love that we experience in our adult lives can reflect the love that we experienced in our family unit as a child. Okay, so if love was earned, or if love came only in crumbs or was hard to come by, then I'm sensing that this is the reason why this situation might feel so intense to you and has been so triggering for you, is that it's got a memory attached to it of what love was like earlier in your life. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing with this. And then also with this beautiful Two of Cups energy, this is also a mirroring card, okay, about how the world is a mirror of our subconscious minds. Okay, so we only get we often only receive at the vibration that we are you know, the frequency that we are vibrating at. So again, you know, this card represents the mirroring. You know, we often meet people that have the seed of the lesson that we need to understand through our spiritual journey and in our spiritual practice. So I'm sensing that for some of you, in your situation with this person that you're missing, this might be the root of the problem or the cause of the issue between you both in this situation. So I'm seeing a lot of mirroring between you both. You mirror the good things, the beautiful things, the fun, and all of your good qualities, but also it mirrors some of your more shadow aspects and some of these things that want to come to the surface to be healed, and that is why this connection feels quite painful and has been quite turbulent for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you in this situation. I feel that you're feeling with this Eight of Swords energy that you're just feeling very frightened. You know, you've got like fear has seeped into this situation. What am I going to do next? What am I going to do without them? You know, how am I going to live without this person? This pain is too much. These are all the messages that I'm hearing. So, you know, maybe these might resonate with you. And you're just feeling like you don't know what to do next. You don't know whether to move on. You don't know whether to, you know, try and rekindle it. I would say that even though this is a soulmate connection, it doesn't, we have, I think it's worth talking about the fact that our soulmate isn't just one person. You know, soulmates can be many people. They don't have to be romantic relationships. They're just people that we meet through many lifetimes and that we have agreed upon in the spiritual realm to meet in the physical world, so that we can teach each other about our spiritual lessons and you know, spiritual, you know, lessons on our spiritual journey. Okay, so just because it's a soulmate, this person that you're connecting with is a soulmate, and that it's a deep soul connection, doesn't necessarily mean that they will be with you for a lifetime or a long time. Okay, so I just think that's worth getting into perspective. Okay, so I do feel like you're feeling a little bit trapped. I'm sensing there's some regret as well. You're thinking a lot in your mind about how you should have, how you could have done things differently. Okay, that, you know, you're regretting things that you said or that you did. You're just like, if only I hadn't have done this thing, if only I hadn't have said that, if only I'd expressed this in a certain way. But, you know, you did the best that you could with the information that you had at the time. Okay, and sometimes in life we are invited to step out of our integrity. So, you know, when we do stuff wrong, it's just part of being human. So please forgive yourself if you do feel that way. And I want you to know that you have everything that you need to move forward in your life and move forward with this situation. Okay, everything that you need is here. You just need to let these energies settle down and get grounded and get centered. Maybe you can take some specific steps in order to do that by journaling your feelings, by spending time in nature to help you get grounded, by meditating, something like this, which is, you know, maybe doing some yoga or something physical to really move those emotions out of your body and get the energy flowing again, so you don't feel in this so much, you know, of these stuck energies and these emotions that just keep playing out and going over and over within your energetic frequency, and these thoughts that are going around in your mind. I see you trying to move on from this with this Six of Swords energy. I also have, there's a strong message from Spirit, because we have this beautiful card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck about asking for help. What do you really need at this time? Be willing to accept support. And this Six of Swords energy is very much about getting the support that you need. So if you need to invest in yourself in terms of time or in terms of money, I don't want to tell you how to spend your money, but Spirit is really emphasizing this need for support. Perhaps you just need to reach out to somebody that you trust and really talk this through with them, because they don't understand how it is that you're really feeling. I sense that this is really important for helping you to change how you're feeling right now. Now, the important thing to know here is that you are going to feel so much better, okay? There is a new dawn coming. There is a new horizon. You are going to change your energies and your emotions. And the most important thing right now is that you recognize that you've been triggered. Maybe this will give you some clarity and some insight into what that is within yourself that is causing this pattern or this trigger, so that you can understand yourself so much better. And this, you'll be able to take that information with you throughout your lifetime to create, better communication and healthier relationships with you. I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future with this person as to whether that you're missing, as to whether or not they're going to reach out or whether they're going to reconnect. But I do see a lot of positive, fresh energy coming in for you. I do see a new start, and I do see that if you take the time to invest in yourself and get the help that you need at this time to help you feel loved and supported, that you will be able to move into the next phase, okay? So when you move forward into this new, fresh energy, and when you get into that space where you are less emotional, where you're more centered, when you feel like yourself again, okay? I feel like you've kind of become a bit lost in all these emotions and in this situation with this person that you're missing, and it's become too much. So you need to remember who you are and get centered, and then from that space you can move forward either into something new with somebody who's more in alignment with who you are as a result of going through this process, or reconnecting with this person, but on a much more solid ground, with much greater clarity and a greater, stronger sense of who you are, okay? So that's what I have for you here. These are the message that I have for you in this situation. That's all I have for you today. I hope that this reading has been beneficial for you or helpful in some way. It has been my honor, as always, to read your cards for you today. This has been a very interesting reading. I see a lot of very intense emotions here in this situation, and quite an intense connection. So you're always in my thoughts, and I am sending you love during this process, okay? Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. And if you feel called to, please check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help you change your energetic vibration and really attract the love and prosperity that you desire into your life, to make you magnetic and to help you manifest the life of your dreams. Okay, they are linked in the description box if you feel called to check those out. But thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now, goodbye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 4. So I'm going to take a look at the energies and see what we have here for you, and if there are any messages from Spirit regarding this person who you are missing at this time, okay? So we have the card the Devil from the Fountain Tarot. We have the Strength card from the Tarot. We have 5 of Wands. We have the Moon. We have a new start is coming from the Moonology deck. We have the card Share Your Voice from the beautiful Work Your Light Oracle deck. We have the card Forgiveness, and this lovely card from the Universal Love Oracle deck. We have the card Stand Still. We have the card I Love You from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And we have the card Direction from the Soul Offering Oracle deck, which I love. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look at these energies and see what we have here for you. Okay, so I see that there's been some arguments with this person that you're missing in the past, or some sort of disagreement. I'm also seeing that perhaps with this 5 of Wands energy, other people might have influenced this relationship. Maybe other people were wading in with their opinions or getting involved in your situation and in your life, or maybe there was just like some complexity around your situation regarding your responsibilities or family arrangements. So maybe this person has already you know, maybe their family didn't agree with the match, or, you know, maybe they've already got a family by somebody else, and that's making things very confusing. So I'm seeing a lot of confusion here, and that there are other people involved in this connection, which is making it a little bit messy and has made it quite difficult, okay? So I sense that here. Leo's energy is represented here, also Pisces and Capricorn. So that may resonate with you, or your person may have these energies in their chart if you know about that, okay? I also see that with this moon card that there is some shadiness here. I see that maybe somebody, you're not fully understanding the situation. Perhaps you don't want to see what's really going on with them, or really accept the truth of the situation. Or maybe it's that this person was hiding things from you, and maybe that's why you're in separation now, okay? So I'm sensing that for some of you there's this, I'm hearing the words lack of trust, and in some instances I think maybe that was definitely you know, that the one person in this connection didn't trust the other person, and that was you know, a legitimate feeling for some of you. So I definitely see that here. I see that there's some shady behavior, and then also, you know, because it's combined with the devil, you know, I see possibly some narcissistic tendencies, or just some unhealthy behavior, unhealthy, I'm hearing some game playing possibly, definitely low vibrational energies here. So definitely game playing, maybe some manipulation and control, you know, possibly all the way up to narcissism. You know, there could be an issue here with codependency, and somebody in this relationship not asserting their boundaries in the way that they should have, you know, to really create a healthy relationship and healthy balance with one another, okay? So I see that here. And maybe that your person experiences some sort of addiction, you know, alcohol addiction, cigarettes, video game addiction, shopping addiction, any of these things, and maybe that is making the connection a little bit low vibrational. You know, it could be that you want to save this person from their own unhealthy behavior, but, you know, everybody's responsibility, you know, has responsibility, excuse me, for themselves. So, you know, this isn't something necessarily that you can help them with. You know, perhaps you've been trying your best to overcome these difficult energies and the challenges that this connection faces. I can see that you have put your all into this situation, and, you know, now you're at this standstill. Things have kind of really broken down, communication is broken down, the connection is broken down, and I feel like you're at a sort of stalemate in this situation, and that you're really at a stalemate in this connection. It isn't sort of moving forwards anymore, and you don't really know what to do now, okay? You know, we have this card, I love you, so I do sense that there is love still in this connection, and that you do love each other, but, you know, sometimes love isn't enough to overcome these practical matters, and sometimes, you know, our idea of love can be distorted. You know, it can be distorted into obsession or something like this. You know, and it's okay to love somebody if you can see the seed of their truth within them, if you can see their potential. That is a beautiful thing. But it's no good to fall in love with somebody's potential. You need to look at the person who is in front of you right now, and just, you know, see, you know, if this person never changes, if this situation never changes, is this enough for me? You know, or do I really want to get involved and try and change this person? You know, can I love this person as they are? This is the question that, you know, Spirit is really giving me. This is quite a specific message, I have to say. It may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, just take the things that does resonate with you and just feel peaceful. Find the message that does resonate, because this is a very powerful message for some of you out there, though, okay? We have these cards, share your voice. So I feel like you haven't been speaking up about your needs and desires. You've been frightened to push this person away by saying what you really think or how you really feel in this connection. And then we also have this card, forgiveness. So I sense that, maybe this person with this moon energy has done you wrong in some respect. Maybe they have disrespected you, maybe they have cheated on you, whatever it is. I sense that you already know about this. Maybe they haven't treated you with the love and honor and respect that you deserve in this situation, and you still love them, you still respect them, and that's you still love them and still have feelings for them, and that's okay to do that. When you're invested in somebody, that's okay to still love them. Okay, but there is this need for forgiveness now. This is the key. This is the advice that Spirit is giving you. This is the key that's going to unlock this situation and transform it into something else, into something new. Okay, it's forgiveness. It may be that you need to forgive this person for how they have treated you. Maybe it's just that they led you down a path that, maybe they made promises, maybe they promised you a future that they didn't deliver on. Maybe they promised you a relationship or a situation that they didn't deliver on. This is what I'm hearing. So maybe now is the time for you to forgive this person for whatever it is that they've done in this situation. Or it could be for some of you that you need to forgive yourself for how you've behaved. Maybe you've stepped out of your integrity, or maybe you have you can't forgive yourself. Maybe you feel like if you had behaved differently, or if you had that time over, you do things differently, and you might have a chance of a relationship with them, or you might still be together with this person. Okay, but Spirit is really asking you to bring the gentle grace and loving energy of forgiveness into all parts of this situation now. Now, you don't need to know how to forgive this person. You just need to be willing to take that step towards forgiveness. I often recommend the loving kindness meditation from the Buddhist tradition, if you have heard of that, where you begin by sending love to yourself and to those who are close to you, who you love, and then expanding that love to include people who you find challenging to love, and to the world, the greater world and your greater community. That's just something that I was Spirit was nudging me to recommend in this situation as something that might help you to change some of these lower vibrational energies that you're experiencing, this loss, this sense of loss, this sense, I'm sensing that you've got a lot of different emotions here: betrayal, loss, confusion, heartache as well. So, I see a lot here. But we have this card, Share Your Voice, and we have the Strength card as well. So I'm sensing that it's time to speak up now. I don't know if you're still in communication with them, or whether it's just about kind of being honest with yourself, facing your own fears about this situation, and really facing what it is that you need to say to this person. And if you can't say it to them, perhaps you can write a letter or something like this. You've got things very clearly out. Obviously, you don't have to send the letter, but I'm sensing now that now is the time to face your fears in this situation, whatever it is that has, maybe you're afraid to live without them. Maybe you're afraid that you won't ever meet somebody like this again. Maybe you're just afraid to approach them, to try and work this situation out. Okay, but as soon as you do that, as soon as you do face your fears, it's all going to dissolve and you're going to begin to feel much better. So there's two aspects to this, to you kind of letting go of this heavy energy that I can feel that you're experiencing in your heart space. There is a bee in the room, and I'm sorry if you are picking it up on the camera with the sound. It's pretty loud. Sorry about that. So yeah, there's two parts to this. You need to do this forgiveness work, and that is going to be very transformative for you. And you need to step up and face your fears. I know it's easier said than done, but there is, you do have the strength within you as well. I do see that here very strongly. You can speak your truth and be understood and get. There's a bee in the room. I'm so sorry. Yes, so share your voice, speak up about what it is that you need to say, you know, you can get clear about that. So, maybe this fear is about you approaching them with how you really feel about things. But Spirit is really saying that you can express yourself, and when you come from a place of authenticity, this card is really all about authenticity. The Devil in this Moon card is all about shadiness and not being authentic. And somebody in this connection hasn't been authentic and hasn't been true to themselves, okay? And they're acting out of fear. They're acting out of a fear-based space. But this card is all about the heart. It's all about deep truth. It's about authenticity, and it's about the heart. Okay, so I definitely see that here. So when you come from that heart space, you're going to be going in this new direction. So we have this beautiful direction card. I see all these wonderful changes coming in for you. Okay, regards to the future in this person that you're missing, the energetic frequencies need to change a little bit. I'm just looking at where you're at right now in this very specific moment in time that you're experiencing this energy and this loss and this sense of missing your person. Okay, I do sense that if you are reunited with this person, if you come back into communication with them and you speak your truth, that is going to be a really good, it's going to set you in good standing for a much better relationship in the future. Okay, but these Devil and Moon energies are low vibrational energies, so you've really got to bring the light of truth and your authentic self, and there is pure loving energy here which can overcome these energies. There are pure loving energies here, which can help things to transform. But there is going to be a new direction here, and I see you moving forward with grace and with ease. I see you feeling much better. I feel that your vibration is going to rise, that it's rising now. I feel that soon you're going to feel much stronger in yourself, and that's going to make such a big difference to how you feel about expressing yourself and how you feel about past events and what's been going on with you and this person. Okay, and then you're going to have a clear direction. You're going to know what to do and what steps to take next. I feel that it's going to be revealed to you from the universe very clearly what steps to take next and what is in the highest and greatest good of everybody concerned in this situation. Okay? Alright, I'm going to deal with this bee. This is everything that I have, because I've got to save the bees. I can't be having bees inside my house. They've got to be out where the flowers are, okay? But yes, thank you so much for bearing with me with that. And I hope that this reading was beneficial for you. I hope that it has given you some clarity in your situation. And please connect with me down in the comments. I do try to get to my comments every couple of days, so I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. And you're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots of love and light to really help you through this situation that you're going through now, okay? If you feel called to do so, please check out my affirmations and guided meditations, which are really cool and will help you to sort of shift your energetic frequency and to feel much better. People have been just writing to me every day, which is so lovely, just saying how much it has transformed their lives and how they've experienced changes in their lives for the better, which is wonderful to hear. Okay, have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. So take care now. Goodbye.